Alright, howdy ho folks, Multiversal Medium here again for another episode of Dread Delusion. We are outside of Pwyll, I believe it's called, where I said I'd meet you guys after the last episode, and enjoying this wonderfully surrealistic nightmare game that perfectly fits the spooky month of whatever month this episode was uploaded in. And yeah, I think it's just a good time all around. What you got to say, man? The youth looks at you with caution, wide eyes lodged in a gaunt face. Oh, a newcomer. Welcome to Pwyll. My name's Lud. Were you, involved in all that commotion over at the old fort? Sure, I've just killed more folk than you could count. I'm an Inquisition agent, hunting criminals of an apostatic union. I'm just passing through. I won't cause you any trouble. I mean, to be fair, people don't take kindly to the Inquisition around these parts, so I'm just passing through. The boy's shoulders slacken and he looks genuinely relieved. Oh, okay, I can tell you a little bit about our town if you like. We're just a humble village, he swallows. Have you heard of scry shroom? It's a mushroom that shows you the future. We grow it and sell it, only things aren't going so well lately. People are worried. What's gone wrong exactly? Can you point me around town? I gotta get going, kid. What's gone wrong? Well, the crop yield is bad. Each year we've been growing less scry shroom. He scratches his head. Some people are getting worried. He looks around, then leans in closer. I've heard some people are considering the old ways. His eyes are practically bulging. You know, consorting with Wiccans and gods. That's very stupid of them. So what? I mean, yeah, it's honestly very stupid of them. Boy nods furiously. Of course, very illegal, but also kind of exciting, wouldn't you say? He seems to regret his choice of words. Oh, I just mean it's very boring here sometimes. Quest started. Secrets in Sky Shrooms. Anyways, the local Waymaster, Kullik, has gotten pretty spooked by it all. He's weighing everyone who comes by just to make sure they're not a Wiccan. But my mother, Olwen, she's the mayor, by the way, doesn't seem too bothered by it at all. She's much too worried about something else. I hear her mumbling about some sort of monster lately. He blinks. Oh, I'm sorry, I do tend to waffle, don't I? Is there anything you'd like to know? Can you point me around town? I suppose so. He gestures behind him. Just in town, you'll find the Way House, the Waymaster Colwich. He's pretty respected around here. Nearby, the Scry Shroom Company, which sells Scry Shrooms, of course, and other things. Further up the hill is the mayor's house. That's where my mother, the mayor lives. She sometimes has work going. And further up is the old sacred shroom, only, it's dead. What's the, Waymaster do? Kulwick? He's pretty important. He went to Riova, the capital city of the Apostatic Union. That's really far away. To get certified as a Waymaster, he weighs things for merchants and buyers to make sure the price is fair. Might not seem like much, but for a small town like us, it means we can trade with realms like Vena, Bion, and Lundel. He leans closer, eyes wide. He also weighs people. Lately, he's been real worried about Wiccan sympathizers, and he has magic cipher skills that can tell if you're evil. He looks sheepish. He's not weighed me, though. I guess he doesn't think I'm tough enough to be a criminal. Tell me about the Scry Shroom Company. I keep calling it Sky Shrooms. Why? Well, I mean, I did play, what was it? Sludge Life fairly recently, and those shrooms got you in the air, man. So can you blame me? Well, it's run by Dwin, whose family's been growing scry shrooms for generations. Without his company, the town wouldn't really exist. Mushrooms are kind of all there is around here. Mother won't let me drink the scry shroom tea, even though she does all the time. She says it's too intense, that you have to be a responsible adult to see the future. I don't see the big deal, though. She mostly just hallucinates about having a bigger garden. So, your mom's the mayor? He nods. Not everyone likes her because she comes from all the way over in Lundel. It's a faraway place with castles and windswept moors in Union Heartland. I was born here, so I've never been. He sniffs. Why, is the sacred shroom dead? Oh, well, that's because Kolwick killed our god, of course. Would you care to elaborate? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot not everyone knows about it. He chuckles meekly. Our old god was Engwyn, and he was really mean. Like, he wanted people to sacrifice themselves at the sacred shrooms to make the scry shrooms grow good. He nods. That's all I wanted to know. He nods. I hope I didn't waffle too much. Yeah, I appreciate it, kid. Of course, bye. Yeah, appreciate it. That was very useful information. Little rubbernecker right there. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah. Surprised they took all the effort to actually add correct footsteps for what you're walking on, really. I think I mentioned that first episode. It's like, that's a weirdly good amount of, like, sound design for what it is. Save point. Get that going. What do we got going on here? You the Waymaster? Master of Way and Wheat. Secrets and spores. The man's eyes follow you with suspicion. His graying hair and weathered skin suggest he is older than most in the village, and a faded scar runs down his face. You're new in town, I gather? Well, I'm the local Waymaster. Name's Kolwick. And I'll have you know before you engage in any business here in Pwyll, I'll be taking your weight. So without another word, please step on the scale. He gestures to the huge contraption behind him. Thanking you kindly. Wait, why do you want to weigh me? He narrows his eyes. By decree of the apostatic union, all those seeking to trade in its jurisdiction must prove they're of an ordinary disposition, that is, not physically altered by cipher magic or god devotion, nor bearing the guilt of unpunished crimes. And you can tell just by my weight? Just step on the goddamn scales, alright? I mean, sure, fuck, okay. In Pwyll Village, you met Waymaster Kolwick, who refused to speak with you until you were weighed on his normal scales. You weighed yourself, and so should probably report back to him. I mean, okay. Yeah, actually. Hunt for Villa. Damn fine tea, the whispers of ghosts. Quartermaster. Secrets and spores. Yeah, the rotten onion. The Pwyll Village, a young man called Ludd told you that his mother, the mayor, is very worried about a certain monster. Yeah. He studies the dials and symbols atop the machine and scratches various notes in some parchment. Interesting. Very interesting. Did I pass? I'm just not gonna say anything. The prime glyph says you're a criminal. He shoots you a stern glance. The lesser glyphs are harder to parse. Let's see now. Signs of a magical nature. Says here you're a forced entry into an Inquisition ship via a portal. You're either the smartest or stupidest wizard I've ever heard of. But there's one more glyph. Inquisition agent? He looks up from his parchment, his face struck with puzzlement. Begging your pardon, at first glance I thought you might be one of the Dark Star mercenaries running from the Inquisition raid. Why, you must have been fighting those scoundrels, eh? Yeah, don't talk about it. Yeah, I'm a confessor. Atoning for my crimes. It's not my choice. Yeah, I guess I'm a confessor. Well, far be it from me to delay Inquisition business. I've approved your visit to Pwyll. You won't get any trouble. Thanks for a moment, but say, in light of your profession, could lend this humble servant in the apostatic union a hand. There'd be an apostatic union passport in it for you. You see, the Inquisition raid ain't the only reason we've been so eager to weigh people of late. There's also fears of bloody god worship among the townsfolk. After all we've been through, he looks distinctly peeved. So you need help tracking down god worshippers. I'm looking for some Dark Star mercs, and I need to explore the Wondrous Isles. What can you tell me about this town? How can you tell so much from those scales? I mean, put your heart on the scale, put a feather on the other, that's how you can tell. He leans forward and speaks low. Aye, folk have been afeared recently. Afeared. I mean, it's correct, but gosh, does it sound weird. The soil's dying and harvests are down. Merchants want to buy our scry shrooms more than ever, but we can't meet demand, so some have been flirting with the old ways. What makes the old ways so bad? He sighs. It's been 40 years since the God War. 40 years since the apostatics told the Wiccans and their gods to go fuck themselves. Damn straight. This game's gonna have a lot of cussing in it. Crap. I'm gonna have to be bleeping a lot of stuff. I ain't putting a freaking counter in the bottom. This ain't Bard's Tale. I ain't putting a little counter in the bottom. I am gonna be cutting out cussing, but yeah. You guys can read it. It's on screen. Or should I blur that out? You know what? It was on screen until a minute ago. Now they're blurred out. Sucks to suck, I guess. Anyways, 40 years since me and the lads drove a void spear through our own god's eye. That cruel, violent bastard of a god, Ingwin. And in those 40 years, folk have forgotten how bad it was under the divine tyrant and his Wiccan lackeys. Sure, we had bountiful harvests, and our purses were bulging, but our sons and daughters were taken from us, and the soil was fertilized with their blood. Now our old god Ingwin's been dead for long enough, but they say so long as people still believe some part of a god can live on, so there's been murmuring of some folk trying to bring them back. And that's got the rest of us so scared crapless. Trouble with a small town like this? We all know each other, and the guilty parties won't talk to me. But you? You're an outsider, and an Inquisition agent to boot. I need you to ask around and try to find any Wiccan sympathizers so we can sort this out quiet-like, before the villagers start lopping each other's heads off in a frenzy. Find something out and I'll dispense you a Union passport that'll grant passage to Hollowshire. Alright, I'll see what I can do. I get the whole god thing, but what exactly is a Wiccan? I may as well get some info. Context clues gives us this info already, but let's keep going. Have things gotten so comfy in the Union that people have forgotten their history? We'll all be danged. For as long as people can remember, Wiccans have acted as mediators between gods and their worshippers. He strokes his chin. Kind of like lawyers of the divine, I guess. Supposedly, they acted in the best interest of both mortals and the gods, binding both in a magical contract that made sure neither got scoopered over. Except here in Pwyll, our Wiccans screwed us. The terms were all in Ingwin's favor. We can't have been alone, because 40 years ago the apostatic started the God War, and we weren't the only place to slay their own god, let me tell you. Alright, I'll see what I can do. He sighs in relief. You have my thanks, newcomer. Just as soon as you find something out of sorts, you let me know, you hear? I'm looking for some Dark Star mercs, and I need to explore the Wanrick Isles. Colwick taps his nose. Inquisition business, eh? Don't worry, old Colwick can keep a secret. Well, you might try asking Hud, who's a hired muscle over at the Scry Shroom Company. Gotta say, he's a prickly fella, and I've never gotten on with him too well. I know he used to work for the Dark Stars. But to be honest, I doubt you'd find out much in old Pwyll. You'll be wanting to reach Hollowtown and Hollowshire, to the south. There's a Union Council building and bustling dock where all the sort of sky ships lay anchor. But to pass over the Union Gate Bridge, you'll need a apostatic Union passport. Each one will grant you passage over a single bridge. As a certified waymaster, I have one that I'm not using, but Inquisitor or not, you'll have to earn my trust if I'm gonna just hand it over. Oh, let's see here. What can you tell me about this town? Well, Pwyll is a quaint village these days. We've been growing and selling scry shrooms since the early days of the Sky Realms and shipping them all over the place. Business may not be as good since the God War. Killing your own deity will do that. But we're better off for being in the apostatic union. I'd take the union's tax levies over a Wiccan blood contract any day. What's a Wiccan contract? Yeah, that's basically for as long as people can records of active mediators, lawyers and divine. Yeah, we heard this, but oh, knocked into the mic. Yeah, God Wars. What is this scry shroom you grow? Well, it's a mushroom that lets you see scry the future, see? Shows you visions of what could come to pass. Only it's not always right. Sure, every now and again, someone sees a vision of something that absolutely irrevocably comes true, and everyone sings the praises of the humble scry shroom, but most of the time, you're just having a bad dream. He shrugs. So people all over Sky Realms want to buy it, so I'm not complaining. Puts food on my plate after all. Oh wait, you killed your own god? Are you happy being part of the apostatic union? More than a lot of folk. I've met travelers who lament the passing of the gods, who claim the union has swapped divine majesty for naught but politics and paperwork. But here in Pwyll, anyone old enough to remember the bad times, we've all lost friends and family. The gosh-dang soil was fertilized with their blood. Of course, for a long time, being in the Union didn't mean much. Here in the Wondrous Isles, we're on the fringes, you see, and for decades, those isles were rife with outlaws, criminals, and Wiccan refugees. It's only lately that the Union stepped up its presence and built a council chamber in Hallowshire. Since then, trade in Pwyll's been booming. Turns out plenty of folk want to buy our shrooms. Now, if only our harvest could keep up with it. Wait, you killed your own god? Aye, 40 years ago. Before then, Pwyll was prosperous and miserable. We were trapped in a blood contract with our tyrant god, Ingwin. The terms were abysmal. Oh, our harvest was bountiful, but the blood price was high. Every year, dozens of villagers disappeared into the sacred shrooms to appease the divine bugger, never to be seen again. So when the apostatics came calling, asking us to renounce our faith and join the fight against the Wiccans, we took up arms gladly. I fought in the Pwyllin division and have the scars to show for it. What happened next? We crewed a Cardovan lancer ship and impaled our own deity with a void spear. For all the grief he caused my people, that bugger really didn't put up much of a fight. But the war still raged, so the apostatics built that huge fortress on the hill to repel Wiccan counterattacks. Of course, when the dust cleared and the war was over, the newfangled apostatic union let it fall into ruin. Until that mercenary last fella Kalos took it over. Of course, past few years, Pwyll has garnered quite the reputation of smuggling and nefarious business, thanks to those darn dark stars. You'd think the Union would have done something about it sooner, but the larger the gears, the slower they grind, I guess. I wanted to ask. So be it. Was there anything else? How can you tell so much from those scales? These are morality scales. You'll see there's only one visible. That's because it's magically linked to at the fulcrum through a bond of cipher to a scale containing the moral standard. Morality's something taught. How does that work? What's the moral standard? Some kind of weight? He grins. Oh no, that would be preposterous. How could you tell so much about a person by weighing them against a dead weight? No, don't be stupid. The moral standard is a person. A carefully selected person who bears qualities deemed to be epitome of apostatic union morality. By weighing you against such a perfect integrity, we can tell by what degree your character is lacking. I think the current moral standard resides far off in Bion University. They have to rest and sleep between weighings, of course. Which is why Weigh House is only open at certain times. I guess that would work, huh? Literally having the moral standard be someone who completely upholds the traditions, so he's the counterweight. That's a cool way of handling that. That's cool. I like that. Why does a small town need to weigh people? Well, on account of being on the fringes of apostatic union territory, there are certain unseemly folk who've taken advantage of Pwyll in the past. Mercenaries like the Dark Stars in the fort over yonder. who've used us to smuggle ill-gotten goods into Halashire and beyond. So having a certified weighmaster helps Pwyll attract reputable merchants to buy our scryshroom tea. Shows we can be trusted to pay our taxes, you know? And we don't just weigh people. Can also weigh shrooms and grain, or well, anything really. That's enough about weighing things. Was there anything else? Anything you can tell me about the town? Well, Pwyll is a quaint village these days. We've been growing and selling scry-shrooms since the early days of the Sky Realms, shipping them all over the place. Yeah. Okay, there's nothing else. That one. Okay, I'll be going. Until next time. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You know, just have me... Oh, I'm not allowed over here. The owner of this place won't let you pass this point. Cannot pass. Oh, no. It's got a sign and everything. Oh, well. Well, let's keep it going. This looks like an inn and a shop. Ooh, you're somebody. And you're somebody else. Oh, God. And this is a slab. Whatever shall we do? Let's talk to you. Man sips his tea and studies you intently. New face, eh? If you've got business here, talk to Dwayne at the counter. He's the proprietor of this business. I'm really only employed to make sure things go smoothly. You don't seem like the rest of the villagers, and how do you make things go smoothly exactly? You don't seem like the rest of the villagers. He betrays a thin smile. My, you're perceptive, eh? I'm a mercenary, you see. I fought with the Bion Serpents, the Lundel Blackguard, and even the Dark Stars for a time. And now, he sips his tea, I protect the business interests of this fine gentleman, nothing more. So please, pay me no heed. Alright, I'll be going. Smiles politely and says nothing. What you got to say, merchant? Welcome. Pull up a stool if you're looking for scryshroom. You've come to the right place. He leans over the counter and thrusts a bulging eye in your direction. Do you know what scryshroom does, newcomer? Yeah. And you'll have heard it shows you the future, but see, that puts some folks off and they're scared of what they might see. I'm here to tell you it ain't like that. There ain't no cipher spell in the great library of Bion that can do what scryshroom does. Plunges you into the rivers of time, so you can see the bands and the currents rushing towards you. Do you know how I grew this business? Not with luck, my friend. Oh no. I used the humble scryshrooms to outsmart my rivals, and now my company ships them to every corner of the apostatic union. So what do you say? You buying? So wait, do these visions always come true? We already know that's a no. Okay, you've convinced me. What are you selling? Actually, I just wanted to ask some questions. Like, yeah, what are you selling, man? That's what I like to hear. I've got a pot of scryshroom tea on the brew, and we've also got a few other odds and ends if you're hankering for supplies. I've also a room to rent upstairs for 2 coins if you need some rest. Yeah, what do you got for sale? Alright, here's what we got. It's got a compass. Sturdy compass to orient oneself, allows its bearer to see their position on a map, if they have one. Since magnetized lodestone is rare in the Sky Realms, compasses often rely on a simple magic cipher instead. Scryshroom tea. Mug of scryshroom tea. The curls of steam rising from it, twisting in its strange suggestive pattern. Drinking this tea brewed from scryshrooms boosts your lore for a time, granting glimpses of knowledge and sudden insights. Health potions, mana potions. I mean, it would be smart to... Oh, okay. I can eventually buy lockpicks, depending. Having a compass eventually is going to be nice. I'm going to pick that up now. As well as, I don't know. I get 2. Scryshroom. Appreciate it. Yeah, sure. That way we'll be able to offload one at Mr. Man's Inquisitor Bromigo's place, and he'll be happy about that. What do we got here? The woman casts you in a different gaze. Greetings, traveler. Welcome to the, she yawns and rubs her temples. The Pwyll Port of Winged Merchants Guild. I'm the local harbor master. Can I help you? How can I get my own airship? What does the guild do in Pwyll? She smirks. What, you think we just hand them out to bright-eyed travelers? Takes a lot of coin to buy a sailing vessel. No. Most union merchants only have shares of the ships they use. Plus, even if you had a bulging coin purse under those, she vaguely gestures at your clothes, fine garments you're wearing. These days, you need a writ of permission from the Ryovan Port Authority, and trust me, you're not going to find one of those lying around here in the sticks. Maybe I will. This is an RPG, man. Okay. She takes a sharp intake of breath at the question was a particularly confounding riddle. Well, we oversee the transfer of goods, impose tariffs, checks the contraband, that sort of thing. Pwyll is a pretty quiet place, so we don't get much traffic. Once a week, a merchant ship, usually a cog or a sloop, comes from Hollowtown with exports from the Union Heartlands, maybe. Maybe once in a while we'll get a wow from an Al-Asfara. And after we unload their goods, what do they want? Scratch rooms. Always the friggin' scratch rooms. I swear, if I had to winch one more crate of the stuff, well, ciao. Appreciate it. How do you turn mushrooms into tea? That's what I'm curious about. What's this? You must purchase an airship deed before I can upgrade it. Oh, I can get an airship. Heck yeah. That sounds awesome. Something to work towards. Nope, I am stuck. Okay. There we go. That is weird nonsense. I got stuck in that corner and just kind of kept me there. Well, it's down here. I think up there was the mayor's place, as the kid was saying. Oh, somebody left some freaking coins, that's for sure. And over here is just the, oh. What you got going on, man? It's nice. Weird, odd. Are these scry rooms? Who'd have thunk it? No wonder you can't meet demand. Look at how, like, small the farm is. Are you even, like, rotating crops? How is the soil level? Like, come on, man. Okay, that leads back up to that dude. Seriously, there's so many things you should probably be doing to let the soil rest. The farmhand sits aimlessly watching the mushrooms. Busy day. Have you heard about any god worshippers around here? Just go with busy day. You startled the farmhand. Oh, Amir wasn't slacking off. No. It's just, there ain't much to do around here lately on account of the poor shroom yield. Each year the harvest gets leaner and leaner. Dwin says it'll be fine, but I don't think even he believes that. Last time I took a scry shroom, I saw a vision of Pwyll. Barren and bare. The house is all ruined. Honestly, unless we do something, this town ain't gonna have much of a future, I reckon. Yeah, I'll leave you to it. He returns staring at the mushrooms. Yeah, what you got going on? Just a wiggly texture. Yeah, wiggly texture. Wiggle. I like that. In fact, yeah, like, dude, are you rotating the crops? Are you, like, putting something else to help with the soil quality in? Are you dealing with the giant monster over there? You know, a lot of things you could be doing about your scry shroom problem. There's this place. I think this is the mayor's house by the looks of it. It's got the garden and everything. The kid was saying. Was it Loodle? Loodle-loddle? That looks like the bridge gate thing I have to worry about later. He also said, where was it? Said the tower or whatever was like floating above us. Oh, that's your sacred room. Yeah, that's dead. That's rough, buddy. Oh. Oh, there's something down there. Now that's interesting. That means there's something below, deep in the mucky muck, beneath the dead shroom. Let's see here. I'm curious about an entrance. I'm also curious about fall damage. I'm also seeing what I think might be an entrance. But I am still curious about fall damage. Let's see here, get down here. Yeah, nothing going on in there. Yeah, this seems about right. Go beneath the mucky muck. What do we got going on? This looks like an interesting landmark. Yeah, sure. Why not? Only I had a map. I'd knock all these landmarks on, you know? Now, doesn't this look a whole lot like something illegal? In Pwyll village, you found evidence of god worship deep in the caves under the town. Waymaster Koluk will surely want to hear this. Yeah. Definitely looks really illegal. That's for sure. Oh, I love being an Inquisitor. Oh, I gained my delusions. Okay, let's put in point into guile. Just to have a smidge easier lockpicking. Hopefully that, yeah, what do we got here? Oh, I see what the heck this is. That is the skull of the dead god, as its rib, and that's its rib cage. And that's a void spear. Oh, yeah. You split that dude right in half, didn't you? Huh. That's some good work, if I ever saw it. Gosh dang. That's some solid work right there. All that blood from the youngins and stuff to fertilize the field, but it turns out the blood of a god ain't good enough. What a load of hogwash. Now I got some iron ore. Should be able to upgrade my sword now. Let's see here. Scry shroom stuff. Yeah. Let's go over to the mayor's. I know she's worrying about the big monsters over yonder. And look at this. You're not letting me explore your house because you don't trust me or whatever? Come on. Can't believe this. After everything I've not done for you yet. The woman sits with her eyes closed, a pained expression on her face. Various medallions and necklaces hang around her neck, suggesting she holds some important position here in Pwyll. She mutters under her breath, "Flames, so the flames. We have to douse the flames." Say nothing. She's freaking high on scry shrooms. She continues to mutter herself, shaking her head to and fro until she startles herself awake. Ah! She looks at you with a frenzied intensity to her gaze. What are you doing? You've got to get out of here. The Nuttalob will burn you alive. Not the Nuttalob. Whatever's next. The Flagonip. That's funny. What are you talking about? Nothing's on fire, lady. What are you talking about? Can't you see it? The monster rising above the flames? Oh, the horror. We have to... She stops mid-sentence and blinks slowly. After a moment, she says, "Nothing's on fire, is it?" "No." Or, "Are you kidding? I'm burnt to a crisp." "No, nothing's on fire." "Oh, how embarrassing. I'm terribly sorry. You caught me in the middle of a divination. My name is Alwyn, mayor of this humble village of Pwyll. How do you do?" Did you say divination? Are we going to die? Are hallucinogenic drugs a part of your mayoral duties, or... pleased to meet ya. She performs a short curtsy. Thank you for your understanding. I've been rather anxious about the future, as you've no doubt observed. You see, I have found myself presented with quite the dilemma. It's really nothing to worry about, so please don't cause a fuss. I have the whole thing quite under control. I was merely indulging in a scratch room meditation to divine what manner of threat this giant monster could pose. And it turns out it's really not much of a problem at all, she gulps. Wait, what's this about a giant monster? How reliable are these divinations? Well, you seem like you have the situation firmly under control. Wait, what's this about a giant monster? Oh, it's not common knowledge. She looks genuinely relieved. I thought the whole town would be talking about it by now. You see, a small mercenary band has made a certain, demands. No, I don't mean Vela's Dark Stars. These are a lot less, accomplished. Which makes it all the more puzzling how they got their hands on a giant Nautilob. Oh, what's a Nautilob exactly? She waves her hands dismissively. Just a Skyroam's mollusk that you find around these parts. They're easily recognizable by their shells, but I had absolutely no idea they could get this big. Those mercenary scoundrels are threatening me with their huge Nautilob. They've claimed they'll sack the town if I don't comply with their absurd demands. I really don't want to cause a panic in town, so I'm at a loss of what to do. But if someone could sneak into their fortress to the southeast and ascertain whether this Nautilob thing has any weakness we could exploit, well, let's just say that person would find themselves firmly in my favor. What if these mercenaries were to, disappear? Oh, well, that would be quite the tragedy. The idea of more blood being spilled on Pwyll soil is a horrible thought. Her eyes narrow, but of course, it would rather solve the problem here, wouldn't it? And with so little funds to hire guards, it would be awfully hard to catch the perpetrator of such a crime. She smiles suddenly. Oh, but pay me no mind. I'm merely thinking out loud. Now, was there anything else? About this giant Nautilob. Oh yes, I'm presuming it's still there. What's a Nautilob? What if the mercenaries disappear? Actually, never mind. Is there anything else? I met your son, Lude. Oh yes, my darling boy. Was he just loitering around the path again? I can never get that boy to pursue his studies, no matter how hard I try. She sighs, but I shouldn't be too hard on him. There aren't any other children his age in Pwyll. My mayoral duties keep me so busy. Oh, that reminds me, it's nearly time for my invigorating intonations. Intonations? Whatever, Leda. You're invigorating whatever the heck's. Had questions about the town. She sighs. As Pwyll's mayor, I'm of course exhaustively busy, but she mumbles to herself. I suppose I can postpone my meditative dance till later. Oh, you're a hippie. What's the story of this place? You seem quite smitten with the hallucinogenic tea. Did you know there was a mercenary band in that old fort? What's the story with this place? Oh, Pwyll has a long, compelling history. Did you know in all the apostatic union we have won by far the most agricultural competitions for the quality of our product? Or that, though small, our scratchroom farms can rival the orchards of Bayon in yield? She waves a hand. Oh, and there's also the drama of Pwyll's terrible god who was killed by his own worshippers. But it's all rather before my time, so you'd have to ask Waymaster Kolwick about that, I'm afraid. You see, I became mayor of this place somewhat by accident. I was passing through just as the villagers were electing a new mayor, and for the last one had been suddenly, if not unexpectedly, imprisoned on extortion charges. The mayoral contest was one of horticulture. I cultivated a small garden of Himmel hydrangeas that could sing in 3 octaves, and that was that. So, wait, you're not actually from Pwyll? Oh no, not in the least. I'm from a really rather important family in Lundell, and was only traveling around the Wondrous Isles to escape the frightfully dreary star cycles we have there. Yeah, she's a hippie through and through. I can't say it's traditional for a village such as Pwyll to elect an outsider, but I think they've taken to the idea rather well. Only occasionally do I get a Nautilop thrown through my window or a laxative spell nailed to my door. Seem quite smitten with the hallucinogenic tea. She scrunches her nose. Pwyll's scryshroom is not merely hallucinogenic, it submerges one's conscious into temporal current. In other words, it allows you to see the future. If that's true, why isn't everyone drinking it? It sounds potent. Oh, it's extremely potent. The visions are of such intensity that one can be forgiven for thinking they are really occurring, though it's important to interpret such visions with a pinch of caution. You see, not everything the scryshrooms predict will come to pass. Cosmos is a web of infinite possibilities, and the future is not stuck in stone. The user's hopes and fears can also taint the vision in rare cases. They're also known to cause, she clears her throat, then quickly mumbles the word, fainting, nausea, delusions of grandeur, extreme anxiety, abnormally bushy eyebrows, independently sentient limbs, and death. But all the more reason why we must use the scryshrooms responsibly, yes? They really are quite good for digestion, even though they cause nausea. Did you know there was a mercenary band in the old fort? Well, I wouldn't be much of a mayor if I didn't know that, would I? Under Union law, mercenaries are perfectly legal organizations. The trouble is that in peacetime, they tend to lean towards more illicit pursuits. Being so far from the capital city of Ryova, Pwyll has attracted numerous types of ruffians over the years. It never caused too much trouble, at least until Vela's Dark Star mercenaries moved in. You'd never have guessed they were once the most respected sellswords in the Union, based on their recent behavior. I'm sure you've noticed all the ruckus coming from the old God War fortress. The apostatic Union has finally had enough, you see. It's about time they taught that Vela a lesson. But all those explosions are really disrupting my morning routine. Do you think any Dark Stars could be hiding in Pwyll? Well, we're quite used to the odd group of Dark Stars stumbling into town for a drink or 10. But beyond that, I really wouldn't have the slightest clue. I know HUD has done some jobs for them. You can usually find him in the local shop. Why don't you try bothering asking him about it? Thanks for the info, she says. Was there anything else? Nah, that's it. Goodbye. You can see yourself out now, yes? Yeah, sure. I am going to go back the way I went. Over yonder, over hill, over dale. Why? Because I got me some tea to hand over to the Inquisitioner friend dude. Inquisitioner? Inquisition. Man. My throat's sore and I can't talk worth a dang anymore. Sadly, this is a game where I need to read a lot of dialogue. I chose poorly. Ah well, it's still fun. Let's get on going. All the way up. I still don't know a way to, like, sheath my sword or anything. Ah well. Hey, buddy bromigo, only person that's ever been nice to me. Greetings, Confessor. Have you stopped in for a little chat? How delightful. About that tea you wanted. Got some. Confessor, this is exactly what I was looking for. How thoughtful of you. He removes from his belt a tiny metal teapot. He sips some loose tea in the filter, and to your surprise, you notice it already contains boiling water. If you would be so kind to wait a moment, Confessor, I really must let this brew. You wait for an uncomfortable few minutes in total silence while the Inquisitor stares at his miniature teapot. Finally, he seems satisfied. He pours the liquid into a cup and takes a sip. He frowns and is silent for a moment. Confessor, this is... Excuse me. Damn fine tea. That's an achievo just for doing this. He takes another sip. I've tried an extraordinary number of teas in my time, and this is one of the best. My wife is going to love it. Please take this in recompense. Beads of sweat appear on the Inquisitor's forehead, and he seems to be staring at something only he can see. He mutters to himself, "Damn fine tea indeed." You think it's probably best to leave him be. Wonder what he's looking at, man. I mean, to be fair, he may just be enjoying the kind of reward he's going to be getting from his wife in the future, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it lets him see the future, and it's based on the tea, and it's what he wanted the tea for, so that's maybe the future he wanted to see. What he's going to be getting from his lovely wife, you know. And I can't blame him. That'd be some dang good tea right there. Oh. Let's go over yonder. Pop in here. Pop through here. And pop to sleep here. Oh no, a sharp noise rouses you. I blink awake. I'm not alone. Nope, I'm alone. Ah, well. Sometimes it's alright to wake up alone. Better than to wake up with somebody else in your bed with you that you don't know, you know? So it's okay to spend a night alone. Okay. Let's see here. Get through here, all the way to the other side. Go up the stairs, over hill, over dell. Maybe eventually learn a way of fast travel. But not yet. We only have the home... Wait, we only have the home spell? We only have the home spell. Wait. Yeah. We have the home spell. There we go. I'm learning this game. Yeah, good stuff. Alrighty, I say we handle the giant mollusk and the little camp over yonder as a quest. Why? I mean, I just don't want to do Inquisitor duties just yet. I mean, I'm not even a proper Inquisitor, I'm just a confessor. Yuck. Gross, you know? Alrighty. This is what, following this path, then eventually taking a left? Yeah. Left. Over to the giant monster thing. Ooh. I still don't know what you guys are. Ooh, silk thread. A sturdy silk produced by the ubiquitous silk slug. Can be used to upgrade a variety of clothing. Despite being soft to the touch, the thread is remarkably durable. Oh, okay. Yeah, man. You do good. You little silk slug thing, you. What's this? Hi there. Don't mind me. Just coming in to say hi. Stop right there. The man brandishes a particularly rusty sword in your direction. You're not ticking, are you? No metallic limbs, leaky joints. Would I be ticking? Yes, I'm in fact a clock. Why would I be ticking? Because you might be a mechanical contraption hiding in the skin of a person. He gasps for air and blinks at you. Well, don't look at me like I'm daft. It's a perfectly reasonable suspicion. Allow him to continue. He prods you a few more times. Yeah, well, I'll admit, you don't seem like a mindless killing machine from that blasted Clockwork Kingdom. It's just, since the attacks, I've been pretty jumpy. What about the Clockwork Kingdom? Can you tell me about the machine that's been bothering you guys? I gotta get going. What's that about a Clockwork Kingdom? New here, are ya? These Wondrous Isles are home to a certain Clockwork Kingdom due east of this here hamlet of Pwyll. For a while, they were decent enough neighbors, except for those bothersome factories billowing out smoke and the occasional explosion rocking the whole isle something fierce. But folks say their Machine King went mad, and now some of their gadgets and gizmos are spilling across the border and wreaking havoc with my crops. Can you tell me about the machines that's been bothering you? He sighs. Aye, by mechanical monstrosities. He frowns at you. And don't laugh, I'm being sincere. They've been coming from the east, where the snow's been falling. Funny thing, it never used to snow there. At first they were just little things, but lately one huge metal bugger has taken to tending my crop shoons with its weapons. If I try and shoot away, it attacks. I could try and shut it down for you. You would? Oh, I'd be mighty appreciative. If you managed to do that, there'd be some coin in it for you. The machine seems to lurk in the snow-tipped mountains to the east. Simplest way of dealing with it would be to smash it to pieces, but its armor will deflect any blow that ain't strong enough. So maybe there's some way of shutting it down? There were a couple of suspicious container crates that fell in the forest around here. Yeah. I gotta get going. He nods. Yeah. Worship's outlawed, right? I mean, as long as it's not a god, I guess it's fine. Not a god nor a Wiccan. But, yeah. Oh. Nice little circular bed. Great for cuddling and canoodling. And look at this. Look at this area over here. A perfectly worthless area. I love it. Perfection. Mwah. I like that all these places just have wind chimes going. I don't know why. Just nice. Oh. Yeah. Doesn't look like there should be snow there. How odd. Huh. Look at that. Doesn't look like water should just be stopping there. How odd. Huh. Yeah. Doesn't look like it's autumn right now. How odd. Moving on. Let's make our way over to this wonderful fort with the giant mollusk. That is a big one. He's a big old boy. Oh, looks like it could be an interesting landmark. I wonder if there's another entrance. This game tends to let you solve things in various manners if you're smart about it. Like, kind of unlike Skyrim, where everything can be solved with a bow and arrow and sneaking. I hate that. I hate that so much about that game. And like, it wasn't until like one of my last playthroughs in the game where I did a good deal that I realized it was actually viable, because I don't like sneaking in that game. I really don't. I don't like sneaking in almost any game, to be honest. Actually, I'm kind of enjoying it, and that looks like another entrance, now don't it? This looks like a piece of MacGuffin, now don't it? Piece of candy indeed. Alright, you know what? Let's go down here first. What we looking at? What we looking at? Ooh. Pieces of candy. Pilfered some coins. Yeah, good stuff. I like the weird ambience music. Yeah, this looks like a back way in if I ever did see one. Nothing but a few floating rocks, you know? Just gotta be careful. Now this looks like an interesting landmark, now don't it? Let's see here. Need a 6? Well, I got a 6. Ooh. Yeah. Hiccup? Yeah, get through here, man. Come on. I can do it. You know what? There we go. I don't know why I was just floundering so much. Down a potion. There we go. Shielding potion. Temporarily boost armor. This potion floods the bloodstream with a simple spell that can deflect attacks, although it deflects hugs and handshakes all the same. I'm glad they were also able to get a bit of humor in this game too. Yeah, let's take you out. Get down. Alrighty. Got some throwing knives. Let's see here. Get on down and start a sneaky sneak. I just said I'm not a big fan of sneaking in games. It's just not my preferred playstyle, but it doesn't mean I won't do it. Plus, if it's handled well, or in a game that does it well, or is properly handling sneaking in general, I can still enjoy it. There we go. Money. Maybe someday I'll get a bow and arrow. That's a big one. I thought it was just gonna be like a balloon or something, just a fake thing, but no. It seems like an actual one. Got it chained up and everything. That's weird. How'd you do that? Can I just throw this at it? Nah. I was just curious. But games that actually do handle like sneaking well, properly build around everything, I can enjoy. Like, what? Beyond Good and Evil is a great game. Anyone who's played Beyond Good and Evil knows that. It's why like everyone's so upset that the sequel's been in development heck forever. It's been in development heck since it was announced like decades ago. Just is what it is. Let's see here. What do I need for this? A 4? Well, I got a 4. Oh no. Oh no. He knows magic. I don't know that. I do know how to throw things. Knife to the face. Knife to the face. Knife. Knife. Ooh, lockpicks. Ooh, madness. Ooh. Suspicious notes. Desk contains a number of scrawled notes, mostly pertaining to illusion spells. From what you find here, you can surmise that someone was trying to cast an illusion of significant scale. There are also numerous anatomical sketches of nautilobs. It seems that the giant monster isn't at all what it seems. It was a trick the whole time. Yeah, I kind of figured. I'm just surprised they took the time to put a chain on it. It's weird. Good to know, though. Gain some throwing knives, gain some monies. Good stuff. Oh. Can I not smash this? But it feels like I should be able to go through that. Oh, well. It is what it is. Oh, what's this? I need a 6. Oh, 5 ain't a 6. 5 ain't a 6. I already said that. Neither's a 3. 3 ain't a 6 either. But a 6 is a 6. Yeah. Good stuff. I like, even though like my lock picking isn't so high, I can still get through it. That's always nice. Still being able to get past a skill check by trying enough or having the resources or whatever. That's nice. But yeah, games like Beyond Good and Evil, which handle sneaking and stealth pretty well, are perfectly fine in my book. Heck, what was it? I've mentioned Cyberpunk 2077 already in this series. It is a perfectly decent, good stealth-based combat game if you want to go stealth. And I don't usually go into that, so that's surprising. I will almost never do stealth if it's not necessary. Did I get a quest update? Onions. Militia or agriculture, okay. I didn't see what the pop-up was, to be honest, and that is something I am noticing. I'd prefer if those pop-ups stayed up a bit longer, that's for sure. Where are you going, man? Oh. Hey, what you doing? Can I just come over here and smash? Smash, smash, smash. Yeep. 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 I got stabbed in the butt when I was stabbing someone else in the butt. My controller messed up. Hold up. That better? No, not really. What are you doing? That better? Yeah, it is. Okay. Such a weird issue that occasionally pops up. Potion. I only care about getting one of them down. Once that dude's down, I think we're good. You embraced a delusion. Oh, you can get delusions? A debt unpaid. Oh, nope. Don't you do that. Naughty. Quest, a debt unpaid. Embraced a delusion. You gained access to Rotten Onion Mercenaries camp in the south of the East Pwyll by killing the guard at the gates. Oh, I also gained a delusion from that too, right? Yeah. I think I should go for another guile, considering, like, I'm still coming across, like, 6 rolls for lockpicks. I gained a throwing knife, that's nice. What would the debt unpaid bit be? Because I, killed the dude just fine. I think I've killed everyone here by now, so... Actually, it's kind of weird. It's just an outer wall. There's not much else here. Just an outer wall. Huh. Oh, yeah. Thought something felt weird about this room. Maybe my lore skill was tingling is all. So let's look. Ooh, look at that tea, still bubbling. Yeah, let's get you facing the right direction. Well, that's still not enough. No? Where, oh where? Is this last piece of something that ain't sitting right? You, definitely. There we go. That apparently didn't do anything. You know what that was probably supposed to do? It was probably supposed to unlock this. Well, that is what it is. I don't think there's anything else around, so yeah, I was probably supposed to do that. Unless something can mess with this, but I don't think it can or will. Yeah. Yeah, I think kind of explored everything here. Well, it's good to know I could have used my lore skill instead. Let's wait. Something with this? No, that's not a thing. Okay. It is good to know that certain items I'll be looking at in the future, like the candlesticks and stuff, are almost always going to be related to unlocking things. That way I can just keep an eye out of like, oh, I saw that we have something to unlock around here, like this little bus dude. Yeah. Alright. Well, if it's nothing, it's nothing. It is what it is. And what it is almost an episode at this point. I think we should possibly just port on back and talk to a certain Missy. Get paid for the prissy stuff, you know what I mean? Ah, you're back, she sighs. I suppose I have a few moments to talk. You won't have to worry about the giant Nautilab anymore. Oh, really? Why, this is splendid news. Please tell me the details. The Nautilab was an illusion, nothing more. Oh my, really? I can't believe I didn't think of that. So the town is saved? We're not going to be burned alive? Huzzah! Anyways, please take this reward along with my heartfelt thanks. You've done Pwyll a fine service today. Now, does that count towards the... Yeah, I guess it does count. Yeah. Okay. Got a fragment of delusion. Not enough to get a level up, but yeah. You not like me enough to go up? Come on. Well, it's what it is, I guess. I got some delusions out of it, so it's not like I'm doing any worse just because I did that. And what's over yonder? Ooh, what is this? Oh. Welcome to my prison, human. The words smash against your skull with dread potent. There's no mistaking it. You're speaking to a god. Hey, I just fell down, man. I sense it in you, that abject horror, that searing shock. Your heart beats so fast it might burst, human. How did I get here? You were moments from death. I plucked you from certain peril, as easily as your kind would pull a weed. But it is not an act of kindness. I require something in return. I did not ask to be saved. And I did not seek your counsel. Make no mistake, human. Your life means little. Without me, you would be just another pile of bones sinking into the dirt. You will help me, or you will perish. Velikolos, in her arrogance, chained me here, in shackles of void still. I wish to be free, and so she must die. You hunt Vela, correct? Without my aid, your mission is futile. You will surely meet a gruesome demise. So I will save you. I will pluck you from the precipice of oblivion again and again until the deed is done. Why did Vela capture you? Why else? She craved my power. I am unique in the pantheon of major gods, as I can sense the moment of one's demise and steal them from their fate. But in her arrogance, this was not enough, for I cannot revive someone who is long dead. There are no gods who can, save, perchance, the dreamers themselves. So she kept me chained here. Such is the sorry state of the world, that no followers came to save me, not even the Wiccans came to my aid. Darn that cursed god war. Who are you? How times have changed that a human would ask a thing. There were times in ages past when my shrines were in 1,000 settlements, when every Wiccan knew my name, and when my mind rang with the prayers of your kind. I will not stoop to introducing myself, but know this, there are still those loyal to me, who preserve my hidden shrines. It is to these places that I will summon you, should your death be imminent. Bye. Remember our bargain, human. I like your design. It's really nice. I can't believe my first death was just because I didn't properly stand on an elevator, but also I can totally believe my first death being because I didn't properly stand on an elevator. God, that is so me. Why did I do that? Anyways, I guess we know what those little shrine things that look like that dude were now. Let's go on through to the other side and enter through one of those shrines. Oh, cool. You know the Inquisition is right there, right? And they kill gods? Whatever. Freaking, there's a god right on the freaking doorstep. Like, I should tell them that. That seems kind of important. She seems very important. Like, super duper important. Like, holy gosh dang, Batman. That's super important. How'd you not talk about that? Oh yeah, there's this thing. Upgrade property. Oh. Oh. Workshop, quarters, training room. I can upgrade this place? Oh, that's cool. It's fresh, that's funky. I like that. I like that a lot. Like a metric ton. Pop that. Sure. It's nighttime now. Nutty night. We got our save off. Anyways, guys, it's been an episode. We apparently met a god that can bring people to life if they're just about to die. So not really bring them to life, but just stop them from dying. And he's apparently on our front doorstep right in front of the Inquisition, who is all about killing gods and hates worship. Fun stuff. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later for another episode of Dread Delusion. But for now, ciao, take it easy, bye, all that fun stuff. Ciao.